Here are the 3 books that I think every professional should read in order to make more money and have more success in their career. The first book I would recommend to every professional is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Now, the reason that this book is so important is it has a couple of really core lessons that get repeated throughout the book that I think everybody should have in all business and personal relationships. And the first one is that you can build a relationship with anybody if you honestly ask questions of them and listen intently to the answers. People have a very natural tendency to want to be able to talk about themselves and their opinions, and the more questions that you ask and actually listen carefully to the answers of, the better the relationship with the person will be and the better your understanding of them will be. The second book that's very important for people to read, I believe, is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert, I'm going to mispronounce it, but I think it's Kiyosaki. Now, this book had a profound impact for me because it made me think about business in a different way. You're always, when you're working for somebody else, trading your time for money. And as long as you have an employee mindset, not only will it be very difficult for you to be able to have your own business or side hustle, but it'll also be difficult to understand how the people at the top of your company are thinking. And having access to how the people that are writing your paycheck think is a very important advantage to be able to have in business. And what this book teaches you is how to look at transitioning from just time for money to being able to have your money make more money for you over the course of time. And it's a really important distinction to be able to understand and transition to. And the last book that I would really recommend for people in their career is Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Now, this book was really important to me a year and a half ago because it completely changed the way that I thought of both networking and of marketing myself in my career. If you are not doing something in your career that gets your name out there through professional affiliation, through LinkedIn, through groups, through associations of some type, you will not be connected enough to be able to make changes in your career when you want to make changes, to be able to transition between companies, between industries when things need to be done, and you will not have the connections to be able to make the relationships that will get you the kind of sales or the kind of progression that you want in your career because you won't be networked properly. So again, they are How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Crushing It. Those are the 3 books that I would recommend everybody takes the time to read in their career. Let me know below, please, what the most important books for your career have been and why they've been so important to your development, and I'll review them in the future.